Ladies, gentlemen, good evening. Hello to you. New sub to this channel. Azora's brought me over here. Thank you very much, neighbor to the north. We were just talking about this, but I'm from the north too, so we should get along pretty well. The people on this channel today are me, Chillmonger. It is SSJK.Sanctum, K. And it is a. Sorry?
Oh, sorry, that was
my bad. I usually, but usually I do stop and let you guys talk, but not today. Not today at all, because the only one who I want to talk is a woman by the name of Taylor Swift. Taylor.
It's time. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 33.
First question of 33 Burning MCU Questions. How much money is being sacrificed by hiding Toby and Andrew from this commercial? I didn't see him in the ad. I didn't see the other one in the ad, but we saw three people jumping over into one Spider-Man, and we know from the Brazilian trailer that the lizard gets punched out of the picture. I mean, what are they doing? What are they thinking?
It's probably not that much money being wasted because they're gonna make back all the money they're wasting and hiding them from the trailer anyways.
Yeah.
So because this is honestly gonna be the biggest film of this year with the best box office earnings. I'm gonna say that much. So
yeah, I honestly don't think they're sacrificing a lot of money either, because we know they have the money to actually clean up those edits if they really wanted to. I think they're dragging us along, and they want to keep us into the mix, doing all the research, going behind the scenes, watching all the videos. I think it's just all playing into it even more.
So we got a no, not much money. We got another one. It's not really affecting anything.
You are wrong. All of you are wrong.
This is such a stupid decision. I mean, Toby is gonna bring back nostalgia dollars. You put this guy in the trailer show. It's not like the people who don't know this is coming. I understand. In Avengers Endgame, Captain America lifts Mjolnir. He's fighting Thanos, going blow for blow. If you would have showed me that in the trailer, it would have lessened the experience in the movie. But we had no idea that was coming. With this, everyone knows it's coming. And
yeah, that's the thing too.
I'm gonna theorize one thing. Tickets go on sale December 29th, right? That's what it said at the end of the trailer. I imagine there's going to be a final trailer, because they did that for Black Widow. They had a quote final trailer. Eternals had a final trailer, so I'm sure they'll do Spider-Man No Way Home final trailer, and that's when they will not edit out the two Spider-Men jumping into frame. It'll be like, the I guess what's the word? The impulse buy, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
What when you're at Walmart and you see all like the cheap things that the kids reach for, so
right,
it'll be so that's probably what they're gonna go for. And I'm not mad at that. And if they do that, I'll concede and I'll be like, that's actually great marketing, because they spent the first, I guess, 3-month buildup of this focusing on the movie. This is about Spider-Man, Ned, Michelle. But if they then throw in the cherry on top later on, at least we didn't have it fixated in our head that this is the Toby Andrew movie.
True.
Usually when these things go long, it's because like other people are talking. But I took a really long time answering.
I mean, I think let's say if these Rising get spoiled, I think either way they still would have tried to keep them out, because they know if they show Toby and Andrew, like I don't like Tom that much, but if they show Toby and Andrew, people are going to change their reasons for why they're watching this movie. It's going to be because of Toby and Andrew. Even though we all know Toby and Andrew's going to be in it, they're trying to keep up this whole facade and stuff like they don't exist and they're not going to be in the movie. But there's nobody denying that they're not going to be in the movie either. So there's Tom Holland, because he obviously has to deny it because they're under NDA. But we know they're in the movie. But they're denying it because of NDA. They can't spoil nothing.
I'm not mad at that. The actors need to start lying now more often.
Yeah, I'm blaming.
I think Sony's side is the one that's behind, like, really not cleaning it up. Letting us see all the little tricks. Let us make YouTube videos more about it. I think Sony's on that side because they know this it's about to clean up in the box office.
Sony DM'd John Campia.
Exactly.
Because all he ever said in his confession video, he's like, a studio executive reached out and asked what was the source, and I said I can't give away my source. I bet it was a studio from Marvel, not a studio from Sony.
Oh, that's You might be right. It might be the other way around. Then I didn't think about that.
Said nobody's watching this movie for Toby. Hey, listen, Toby hasn't been in the spotlight for a long time. Okay,
Long time. Yeah.
He's not in interviews. You know how we see all these Andrew Garfield interviews where they ask him, "Gotta ask, I know you're promoting the new what's he promoting? He's got something going on."
I think it was the video game movie he had.
Nah, it's like the Tony Award winning thing with Purple. What is Andrew Garfield promoting right now?
Oh,
You
and
said what?
That TikTok boom movie.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
So
What up?
like,
What up?
by
Yeah, I
the
mean-
way, hello to Perp Minded. He is the fourth member of today's stream. Perp
What up,
Minded,
Perp?
go follow him.
Yep.
But look, I'll just ask you the question: how much money is being sacrificed by hiding Toby and Andrew?
None.
All of you are wrong. The second question of 33 Burning MCU Questions. Create Peter's nickname now that he's shadowing Doctor Strange. It's not Peter Starker, Iron Boy Jr.
They're going to come up with. They're going to come up. It's going to be Doctor Strange Jr. now.
Oh, I already been saying that for Doctor Strange Boy Jr. He gonna have magic webs and stuff.
Bro, but I don't understand how people call him Iron Boy Jr. when Iron Man's dead.
The whole plot of Far From Home was about the death of Iron Man and how that's affecting him. I don't call him Iron Boy Jr. I recognize it. I like that he has Iron Man in his life and Nick Fury and all these things that are part of the universe because that's what the old films didn't have. But that is why.
Like K-Dot would get this reference from My Hero Academia. Tom Holland's Spider-Man reminds me of Deku. And I think that's why a lot of people which I don't have a problem with that. He's just learning from
I like Deku more than Tom Holland now.
That's true, but no, it's just like I understand what they're going for. It's just like I feel like people want him to be an adult, Spider-Man already and stuff. They just want to rush through things, but yet they complain about characters being Gary Sues or Mary Sues and stuff. But then pick people. You can never just please people. So
I think the new nickname is going to be since we had the Iron Spider, I think we're going to have the Supreme Spider.
That sounds
dope.
wicked.
That's dope.
Because that black suit, I was like, damn, when I saw it, and then he's got the force fields around him, like the protecting spells. Yeah, I think they're almost teasing us because we all want to see the real black suit. So I think this was a tease for that.
Yeah, that suit look crazy. It's gonna be OP. I wonder what it's gonna be able to do. Like, what exactly? Why does he need this? Why does he need
To
this?
sell toys.
Right. That. Yep. Because
I heard it's the real suit flipped inside out or something like that.
The Iron Man suit, the Iron Spider.
Right. So the Iron Spider suit flipped inside out, I've heard, is the black suit that we're seeing on the commercials.
They
That'd be
literally
weird.
just did that to sell toys.
Right. Definitely.
And K-Dot?
For create Peter's nickname for shadowing Doctor Strange now.
Yeah, because I came up with Nurse Strange. We got Supreme Spider, which sounds awesome.
Oh no, I mean he's still gonna be Doctor Strange Boy Jr.
Doctor Strange Boy.
Mr. Strange. Granddaddy Longlegs Keyshawn. Oh man. What's this here? On your left. What's going on, Tim? Thank you for joining. Peter is getting
Watch. There's gonna be a part in the movie where people are like, "Hey, Strange, show me some magic. Here you go, kid. I'll show you this little tiny spell here." And he's gonna learn it. He's gonna learn one spell. I'm telling you, he's gonna learn one spell in this movie. He's gonna teach us one spell.
We're suckers for alliteration, though. That's why Sinister Six is such a big deal, because it's just double S's.
Double S.
Number 3, great movie or a great comic. What's more satisfying?
I don't read, so a great movie is right up my alley. I just want to say that.
I actually watch more movies than I read comics, so great movie. Not saying I don't read comics, but I watch movies more, so a great movie.
So I read comics and watch movies, but I really think a great movie because you get in the visual, the sound, the emotions, way more, feelings from.
Something about a comic book, you read it, you just get to the last page, and then you kind of look at it. It's a tangible item, so that's something going for it. Then you can like go through it again and flip through the comic and basically experience the whole thing within 10 seconds if you want to. And movies can't do that. They're 2 hours no matter what you do. But movies are more popular, and so I'd be much more satisfied with a great movie because I know I'm going to be able to talk to other people about it. So movie wins. What do you guys say in the live chat? Great movie, great movie.
I mean, it's just a more popular. It's just a more popular form of entertainment because it's like moving visuals. Like when cinema first came out, like nobody expected we'd get this because before it's just books, but now we get the watch books in a sense. You know, we're watching stories be told visually. So, not saying it's superior to books, but it's just a more engaging form of media.
Oh, we got one for great comic, the Bosco scenario. Thank you, Bosco. But even I had to go with the movies. Number 4. How was X-Men 97 connected to the MCU? It had the little Marvel Studios logo over it. Other than that, I just don't get it.
Captain Marvel. I don't know.
If they're going to possibly try and use the X-Men 97 versions as what they're going to use as our canon MCU characters, then yeah, they'll cross over to the multiverse. But I just think Marvel Studios is just taking over. They're just continuing that universe. They're not going to connect to the MCU. It's either those two. They're either going to use this version of X-Men, the version that we like from the TV show, as the movie versions, or they're just taking over. And
yeah, like it's not going to say Marvel Entertainment because that Jeff Loeb stuff is over.
Yeah.
I think with the X-Men 97, because we want to see the X-Men so much, big X-Men fan right here, I'm all for it. But I think because we want to see the live X-Men, and they know it's going to be some time before we actually see them because we've already seen the Fantastic Four logo. So we know we're going to see them before we see the X-Men. So I think they're trying to give us just a little bit. So we'll, quit complaining about the Easter eggs and everything on the mutants and stuff to just kind of, give them a little bit here. They'll be happy with that for a moment, and then they'll bring in the live action. But, I mean, all the MCU characters have been in the old X-Men animated series at one point in time. So
little cameo episodes.
Yeah,
that's where it was introduced to me, a lot of the characters.
Right.
If they do it correctly, they can easily use the X-Men 97 characters and just use those exact versions, give us people that can play them, have them act like those versions from the show, put them into the movies, boom. This is what I would like to see. At the end of if X-Men 97 finishes, by the time they get into Phase 5, they introduce the X-Men. On the final episode, they literally have a way where they transition them from animated to live action, and then we get to see the live action actors transition over to the MCU. However, they're going to do this multiverse crossover.
That'd be a little problematic because 97 and current MCU is like what? That's 25 years.
Yeah, and also continuing it. Yeah, that's also a problem too.
Yeah, that'd be kind of weird. I don't know about that.
If you think about it, it will be weird. We're just not supposed to be thinking about it. Like, why don't they ever pull up their phones in the 97 show? We just don't think about it.
It might be a separate, their own thing.
I think it's continuing exactly from 97.
Yeah,
it's called.
It won't be modern day. Yeah, they're gonna have like their pagers and stuff. Like pagers and shit.
I also think they're running with the X-Men 97 because they're paying attention to who's really all into the movies and the books and everything right now. It's us, So we grew up around the animated series, so they know that that's nostalgic for us. They even dropped the meme with Wolverine holding the picture, So they're paying attention. And I also think it'll be separate because you had some story arcs in the X-Men 97, the old X-Men animated series that could play out in the movies, but we haven't seen it yet. So it's like we know they get a lot of story arcs and things from those animated series. So I think this is another way to bring the new younger audiences in because they're going to check out the animated series and then they'll see what we used to watch and then we can, all watch it together and then they may do something totally different for the movies.
Rogue and Captain Marvel comes to mind where she takes her powers.
Yeah. I think everybody wants to see that.
I want to see it because I want to see Carol go through struggle, but it's not because I hate her because she isn't a man or something.
Yeah.
That animated series was the most comic accurate show / movie. Yes. You know what though? It's unrelated to comics, but
That's
Harry
what
Potter,
I'm saying.
the book.
Just use those exact versions for the MCU, and everyone will be happy.
Just be
Trust me,
loyal to the
everyone will be
characters.
happy if you do that. And you don't gotta try and give us a new version. Just give us what we want in just live action form. Because they're gonna use the multiverse anyways to bring them over. They're definitely gonna use multiverse. Because in Eternals, they had the perfect opportunity and they didn't do it. Perfect opportunity to do it in Eternals. So they're gonna do it the multiverse way.
Number 5. Which name is more super? Toby, Andrew, or Tom? It's definitely not Tom.
It's Tom. It's definitely Tom. Because look at all the greats. Tom Brady. There's nobody named Toby Brady. Like,
but I feel like it's too common because for every
Yeah.
Tom Brady and for every Tom Hanks, you get like a
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, but what's the coach of New York Knicks? Tom Thibodeau? Like, ew.
Toby is a standout name that you don't hear often. I hear Andrews all the time. I hear Toby all the time. Toby stands out.
When I think of Toby, I think of that Dave Chappelle skit. You know, your name is Toby, like that a whole Roots thing. So I don't.
A smile comes to your face, and you're mad at that.
Nah.
Thomas the Tank Engine, Thomas Edison,
Tom and Jerry.
Andrew just sounds like a square. So
yeah, Andrew's out of the question. No one's giving Andrew any love. Andrews changed their name to Drew or Andy just to not be that.
Yeah, I'm going with Tom.
It's 2 Tobys and 2 Toms. Tiebreaker. Let's go to the live chat. Okay, we got Toby.
We're gonna get a bunch of bias in chat.
Tom Brady. Okay, wait. Choose one. Neighbor to the north. Who do you want? Rumors that we're done with the X-Men. Loki says, when I hear Toby, I think of Paranormal Activity. Is that a good thing?
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. The ghost name is Toby.
That's a good thing. That's a Toby vote again. Andrew Spidey, like Andrew Wiggins in the NBA, expected to do well, but just doesn't.
Dang.
Hilarious.
It's Andrew Garfield slander.
Garfield.
Even the live chat is this, your name is Toby boy. All right, it's a tough one, but Andrew loses. Question number 6: is there a worse couple in the MCU than Alexie and Melina?
Who is that?
Exactly. Remember in the Black Widow film, that fake family that they had?
Because I was like, is that 2 chick? Like, because I forgot old boy was a dude. And I was like, that threw me off. Like, his name was Alexie. Like, they could have just called him Alex.
that was probably his undercover name, his American name.
Right.
Yeah, that's why even though I like Black Widow, like, I couldn't even invest in the dad being a good dad because, like, he only cares about his own glory and stuff. He don't really care about being.
There is a worse couple. There is a worse couple. I would say Cersei and
Icarus, yeah.
Not Icarus and him and Dane. Her and Dane.
Dane Whitman.
Oh, yeah, it was a worse couple, wasn't it? Did they say one of them said they loved the other, didn't he?
Or Icarus said he loved Cersei. I don't think Cersei said it back.
All right.
Yeah, he got curved.
Remember, he just said, Cersei, I love you, or whatever. Then they just had like that weird, awkward sex scene after.
Yeah, they just like laying on each other, like literally like planking on each other. Like the shit was dry as hell.
Okay, how about Bruce and Natasha?
That's also a bad one, but at least they had chemistry and stuff.
At least it was the reason for why he returned to Banner in Thor Ragnarok. He saw her face.
I felt like that one was forced.
You could even say like
it was just
what's his name? Star Lord and Gamora. They don't have a really good. Well, now they got to kind of go back to the basics and.
Yeah, and it's a different Gamora.
I mean,
right?
Natasha and Captain America made more sense as a couple than Bruce and Natasha.
Yeah,
I think Bruce and Black Widow are a bad couple. It does answer the question, is there a worse couple? But if you guys also want to throw in Cersei and Icarus, then yeah, them too. Peter and Liz, that chick from Homecoming. Yeah, but that's like puppy love. I don't blame him. He's like, she's wearing the same top she did last week. That's okay.
To be honest, they wasn't even a couple.
Yeah.
You just asked her to Homecoming. That doesn't mean that's your girlfriend. You just taking her Homecoming.
Thor and Jane. She's only after his hammer.
That's true.
Question number 7, K-Dot, is how many MCU villains were more evil than Tarzan's villain, Clayton?
Bro, Clayton was trying to take apes, put them in these zoos, have them dance around for the Caucasian man and stuff. Man,
The Caucasoid.
I think Killmonger's on that level. Yeah, the only villain on that level is Killmonger, Red Skull, and I would say Thanos, but Thanos is a little nicer and stuff. He'll try to reason with you. Just Killmonger and
Killmonger complained about this sort of action.
How do you think your ancestors got these? You think they paid a fair price? Or did they take it like they took everything else?
But see, no, look at it like this, because I think Killmonger, I mean, he pretty much said what he's gonna do. They was gonna enslave some people that wasn't, black. I'm just gonna say that much. So it's Killmonger and Red Skull. They would be on Clayton's level.
Red Skull's evil. Nobody, Red Skull is always gonna be on this list.
Yeah, I go with Red Skull too, because Red Skull was he was serving the old agenda.
What about I keep forgetting his name. He's so forgettable. For Black Widow, he was pretty evil.
Oh, with the Dogen?
Dreykov.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty evil. I'll give him that too. He says 0. Jaded, you can join the stream too if you're available. No MCU villain was so raged in killing the hero, he killed himself doing so.
Man, that's why Clayton. That's why I did like Clayton. He was just so enraged about getting at Tarzan, because Tarzan was trying to stop him from making that money, and he just killed him.
Swiping recklessly, and Tarzan was going to save him too, but it's a kids movie.
He ended up hanging himself.
Can we just be clear that Tarzan's trash?
Man, Tarzan's not. Y'all some haters, bro. I'm gonna say this now. I like Lion King, but it is overrated. Everybody's go-to is Lion King all the time. We ask.
All right. K-Dot's canceled. He's canceled. He's canceled.
I like Lion King, but man, y'all some Tarzan haters.
Azores, are you excited for Khazar in the MCU?
You know what? Not really excited, but he's gonna bring in the Savage Land. Like any Easter egg I could get for the X-Men or the mutants, I'm with it.
We'll take anything at this point.
Right. So it's like not really Khazar I'm excited about, but I am excited for the Savage Land. Because like when we got the what was that? The Princess Bar on Falcon and Winter Soldier, and they were in Madripoor. I was like, here we go. This is it. We about to get it. And then nope.
Little teases. The big bear that was in the arm wrestling contest with Red Guardian with Alexie. What was his name?
But we didn't get the bear scene, so
it's coming.
Yeah.
When you're a giant, do you have enhanced vision? You're a giant man. You have giant pupils. You can see far away, right?
You got to, because then you should be able to see farther than
wider scope.
Because we're as tall as you are, you're going to be seeing a lot better than someone who's short.
So
unless if you're the cart titan and your eyes are like slanted and stuff, like then you have a hard time getting around.
Okay, Perk. Attack on Titan 50 days away from that show returning season 4.
Got the
Number 9. What is Mjolnir's strap made from? We know it's Uru metal, but is it just like regular leather strap?
It's a regular. Well, because you have to factor in that Thor literally spins it around, and as strong as he is, he'd probably rip it. It's some type of magical leather. But I don't think it's nothing special like Uru. It's just some magical leather. Because remember when Captain America was spinning it very quick and stuff, even he was able to not rip it off as strong as he is too. Because as strong as he is, he can easily rip that handle.
It depends on what type of animals they have there too, right? Asgard.
There's no cows on Asgard, is there?
No cows.
But they have access to Midgard, so maybe they, use the resources there.
But it was some
And
type
then
of
Odin
weird-looking-
definitely enchanted some random type of leather, from some type of animal. He enchanted it for sure.
When was leather invented?
That's a good one.
Because I bet there wasn't a strap.
Maybe the strap is made out of like Beta Ray Bell's people. That'd be,
Oh man.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he comes like.
Yeah, that could be.
I think I can remember seeing some type of in the comic books, like a not a yak, but like a water buffalo looking type animal on Asgard. I don't know.
That's Heimdall, isn't it? Jaded fanboy in the building. Do you want to answer this question? What is Mjolnir's strap made from?
I don't know. I don't know. The hairs of 327 virgin Asgardian females under the age
That's
of
dark.
12.
What's going on in that cyborg brain of yours? You don't want to know.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Or what dragon? You can be out of a dragon.
Pegasus skin. Hey, that's right up
disgusting.
Asgard's alley. No, Pegasus skin.
That's disgusting. That just doesn't even sound right. That sounds disgusting. Like,
Better Ray Bill's foreskin.
yo, that's disgusting.
Wait a minute. Quick thing. Where did Valkyrie get that horse? Where did Valkyrie get that Pegasus from in Endgame then?
Heimdall. No, Heimdall's dead.
Because she didn't have that at the end. She didn't have that at the end of Ragnarok.
Because the script said so. That's why.
Because look, even though Heimdall's gone, we know that the Stormbreaker axe can make you travel place to place. So, like in between the 5 years, they made the travel.
What about that giant wolf?
Established that Stormbreaker can travel through space.
What about that giant wolf?
It's still in Asgard, decaying with Hela.
But I mean, there might be more giant wolves. They could have created.
No. There's only the one Fenrir wolf.
Oh yeah, Fenrir's wolf. You're right.
That's a cool wolf.
Man.
Yeah.
Joining us on the stream is Jaded Fanboy. Jaded, you want to talk to these people? Tell them what's about your channel?
No, not really. I make videos about movies that you like, and I tell you how stupid they are.
There it is. And someone else who just popped in is none other than Mike from Rogue Comics in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Hello, sir.
What's going on? What's going on? Why do you do these like Saturday afternoon, man? Is it because
it works good for me? That's all.
Oh, see, and it's all about. I see how you are. This is how you run your channel. I got it. It's all about you.
Question number 10.
At least you know what? You're not like Nerd Man, so there's that. I mean, you're not going to be shitting on all the Marvel stuff. And let me just say that Mjolnir's strap is made of the dried tears of all the people that were complaining about Jane Foster taking over his store.
Hilarious.
all the salt that was harvested.
Number 10. You know what? We're 30 minutes in and I'm at question 10. I was trying to speed it up because I knew I was going to have a lot of guests, but no, you guys are not taking too much time. Number 10. What does Black Panther think about the saying, curiosity killed the cat?
Satisfaction brought it back.
That's a thing?
No, that's my thing. That's my answer. Every time somebody says curiosity killed the cat, I always say satisfaction brought it back.
I think if a villain or his sister said it to him, he might feel extra offended, especially if his sister says it, because she's always roasting on him. So
I think he'll give them that look after someone says it and then they'll never say it again.
or he'll just be like, or like he'll do what he did in Civil War and just say, I don't care. Yeah.
They're giving the people's eyebrow.
I knew someone was going to have that answer.
Mike?
I heard water running.
Oh, sorry, that was me. Yes. I just got done helping a customer. It was kind of dusty, but yeah, good.
And everyone answered, right?
Mike didn't answer yet.
Yep.
I have, I have no opinion on that. I don't know if I don't know how personally because he didn't really, as far as the totem and everything was concerned. I don't know how how defensive he is of being the Black Panther. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
Mike,
when we
remember-
saw him, it was something new.
Mike, remember in Civil War when Falcon said he was wearing a catsuit and then he gave Falcon that death stare?
Yeah,
That's it. The death stare. Yeah,
That is true. That is true.
he was very catty in that movie.
Oh.
Hilarious.
Is
Oh,
that
there's a
Canadian
question.
humor? Is that what's going on?
There's a question in live chat for where is it? I just passed it. King Richard, is Will Smith gonna win the Oscar? Perp, you think so?
Yeah, I think he's definitely gonna get nominated. Definitely.
Oh, I'm gonna watch that today. It looks like a good movie.
And you can check out Perp Minded's review of that film. Number 11. Can the 6 old Avengers defeat a team of 6 new Avengers? The old Avengers, we all know who they are. A team of 6 new guys? I'm having Captain Marvel on the team. I'm putting in Wanda Maximoff on the team. If Shang-Chi can have his 10 rings, he's going to be useful. Do I want Spider-Man?
Even Shang-Chi without his rings, like he's giving people hands.
Yeah, he
I'm
easily
just wondering-
nullifies Hawkeye.
What are you classifying as the 6 old Avengers, though?
From the circle shot in 2012, the 6 Avengers.
Hawkeye, Black Widow, Natasha, Cap, Iron Man, Thor, and Hulk.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like from the original movies? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So I think
I'd say yes. Yes,
yeah.
they would.
I think the OG team will win. I mean, if Shang-Chi on a new team is already enough for Captain America, Natasha, and Hawkeye. But
Yeah, he
you have
would
to
be
factor
Cap.
in, you have Hulk and Thor still.
Hulk, Thor, and Iron Man. I mean, come on.
And you have Hulk when he was
You got Hulk. Yeah.
when he was angry.
And
and stuff.
wait, well, if you said Captain Marvel can easily one-shot Iron Man. So
We don't know that.
Yeah.
We don't know if Captain Marvel's going to be one of the new Avengers.
And how long would she be in the fight before she had to go save another planet or something like that? So she flies away from Earth.
I'm
I have nothing to prove to you.
Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do.
we know this for a fact. Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, and Hulk will be the last one standing. But Captain America and Iron Man is gonna go before Hulk and Thor. Hulk and Thor will be the last 2 that gotta get knocked down. But even then, Hulk and Thor will still win.
Yes.
Hulk. Yeah. I'm going 6 old
Damn.
because we don't really know who the 6 new are.
Yeah, you're hoping Captain Marvel is.
Well,
Right,
I'm choosing. I
you're
get to choose the team. I'm putting
Okay.
Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Wanda,
Oh.
and I just feel like they can do it.
okay.
Oh, you
If
said
you're
Black
writing
Panther.
Wanda,
You said Black Panther.
wait a minute, you're writing Wanda with her full power, Scarlet Witch power.
Where she is right now, yes. As we last left her reading the
New,
book.
okay,
Avengers
so-
win. New Avengers win. That's
Then the new Avengers are gonna win. If you
She's
got Scarlet
manipulating
Witch
time
with
and
full
everything.
power and you got Captain Marvel, they're gonna win.
Thank you.
That's true magic.
I don't know
Pickle,
about that.
Hey man, can't make it on, but I'll
I'll
be
be
watching.
watching.
Thanks, Pickle. Jared says the new 6 are beating the old 6. Oh, Doctor Strange, I didn't even mention him. Spider-Man,
You
Captain
wouldn't even
Marvel,
need
Shang-Chi.
So they just get rid of Hulk, make him punch himself or something.
Oh yeah.
Doctor Strange will just put him in a loop. He'll make him fall into a portal,
Oh,
into a
the
portal.
endless, yeah. Okay, 6. The 6 new.
Yeah,
You could also,
I mean,
you could
the
also
magic
portal into, like-
users alone can handle the new team because magic trumps anything physical. So
Yeah.
The only thing with like their problem would be is the Hulk because he'll just keep getting mad and
Get stronger.
and get stronger. Yep, and just end up killing one of probably all 6 of them.
Well, Doctor Strange can pull the Wong move on them, like
Yeah,
he did in the
Scarlet
cage match
Witch,
with
yeah.
Abomination.
Wanda's going evil. She's not on my team. Everyone's going to have a different team, but I still feel like they take it. And we're ready for the next question. Question number 12. How many did Hawkeye kill as Ronan?
too,
Well, we know at
killed
least
too
5.
many. He had 5 years to kill too many criminals.
Not enough.
There was at least
Yeah,
5
right.
in the flashback, wasn't there?
I think he ran out of pages in the ledger. 5 years, that's a long time.
It's more than he can remember. It's somewhere in the 50s, 60s.
You think so? Because I think he would have had, because we're going Hawkeye, and I'm thinking, was he a killer before and he just calmed down after he joined the Avengers? Because even though he was a spy, was he like a hard ass killer?
I think
it seemed pretty hard.
I think too, once he got the Ronan suit, like you said, because he was a spy and everything, he already knew who he was going after, like what groups, you know. And all we saw was the scene in Tokyo, right?
Yeah, that flashback scene.
Man, I would love to get a movie or series or anything on that part of his life. That would be so dope.
We'll probably get that with Hawkeye.
And if he had the arrows that he's gonna have in the Hawkeye show, then God knows how many people, how many buildings he's destroyed.
Right, because we could go from the books and they could have him fighting the Hand and all types of other groups too that are in the MCU. Well, not the MCU, but Marvel.
Was that in Bendis's New Avengers when he did that? Just say yes, because Mike doesn't like Bendis. So. Yeah, it is.
So. I'm staying out of this.
Question though, like, do you think with this Hawkeye series and Echo and stuff, they're gonna we might see the Hand? Yeah. Or like a mention of the Hand?
If they didn't mention the Hand in the Daredevil series, why would they mention it in Hawkeye?
No, that's actually more reason to do it, isn't there?
We got it in the Daredevil series.
Oh, well then yeah, I can see the Hand being mentioned in.
But I think they would save the Hand for the new Echo series.
And I did find it suspect that Vincent D'Onofrio is hyping up Hawkeye.
Yeah.
But if he's in this, that just puts everything that series over. Like that'll just be the best series thus far.
It's gonna be good.
Well, I think he might just be in it. Like that was just random for him to comment on it. Like, oh, this is gonna be good, because you don't see a lot of these actors really commenting on Twitter like, this show's good, this show's great. Like that's kind of rare.
Right. Yep.
You guys smoothly went into 13. Your hype level for Hawkeye.
My hype level. I'm more excited about it because like seeing the trailer, and I think it's just the Christmas music. But people already know. Like I was more hype about this than it looks better to me than Eternal. So you know what I'm saying. I'm ready for it. It looks like it's gonna be a fun time though.
Yeah. I mean, how can you not? It's something new, something that you don't necessarily have to pay for because you're already paying $5 for the streaming service, and you're getting to watch Star Wars and Simpsons and all that shit. So yeah, why wouldn't you be excited about it?
Also, like I just rewatched Endgame not too long ago. I was just like, man, them Hawkeye scenes they hit differently, and it's got me.
And it's gonna be week to week.
Yeah.
Which is the way to go. You don't just dump everything Netflix style.
No.
Oh yeah,
that old style that needs to go away. Binging is the way.
Yeah,
you can binge it on week 6.
Yeah, right. When it's done, there you go.
Oh, I'll say this: anything could be better than WandaVision, so I'm pretty hyped for Hawkeye.
Stop it! Stop it!
Hey, Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah, bro,
all day.
Steinfeld, she looks.
I don't know who that is, but she looks good.
In the show.
She's the one who sings, "I didn't know that I was starving till I tasted you." Did you know that song?
No.
No, I don't want to.
Why did you know that?
Maybe she was singing about me.
Oh my god.
The one thing I like about this new Hawkeye is that instead of it trying to be funny or have quips, it looks like it's trying to be a fun show.
Yeah, and there's probably going to be some really dark elements to it. I think the trailers are just misleading.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And that was a good series to read. That was a good series to read.
I think a lot of Fraction stuff. It was excellent.
Yeah, that Matt Fraction. Yep.
Because I think a lot of people are going into it thinking like, oh, it's going to be a goofy Hawkeye show. I think it's gonna get pretty dark. Like that first episode. Yeah.
You know how after Winter Soldier there was a lot of Ed Brubaker wrote this story, give him credit, even though he had a cameo in the movie, he had a little line. I feel like the Matt Fraction, David Aja, that would be the writer and the artist if you don't know. Like the love for them getting on the internet right now is like they're so responsible for the series. First of all, let's wait and see just how accurate it is, even though it does look kind of accurate.
Well,
feel
not
like-
for nothing. At least the promotion they've stolen directly from
Yeah,
the art
The book.
style.
David's arts. Yeah,
Yep.
whatever he did for the book, the covers and all that, it's there. I mean, you can't unsee that. It's there. So, yeah, I agree with you as far as the series is concerned because we haven't seen anything about it yet. But definitely, actually, you know what we did? There's kind of because there was like on one of the vans it said like something with bro. Because that's all the Russian mobsters is, bro. Everything ends with
Right.
bro. That's like their
The tracks, yeah, the
that's
tracks
like their
are-
period for every sentence, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm sorry, but like I have the.
Oh,
the
nice.
palm
There you
there.
go.
You
There's
see
a
the
car.
red car.
There's a car. Yep.
You see the trick arrows that they were putting in. Like there's a flashback to like this is called a net arrow, and she's
Mhm.
going, "Why the hell would you want a net arrow? Why would you use a boomerang arrow? Why?" Like all of that from the trailer that we saw, the extended cut from Disney Plus Day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Comic book accurate.
There it is.
Also, you gotta keep in mind, what's her face, Yelena is going to be in this series too, and
Even the logo.
they've been completely hiding her character from any
Yeah.
in the trailer and stuff.
And see, if you allow me like 30 seconds to once again trash Christopher Nolan and his trash Dark Knight movies. But see, to be honest with you, between the two, Hawkeye and Green Arrow for me is more synonymous with like the ridiculous arrows, like, you know, with the boxing glove arrow and stuff like that. And I remember them joking about it in Arrow because Arrow had to follow the Christopher Nolan-esque, like, oh, everything has to be based in realism, at least until season 2 when Barry came on. And see, that's a disservice because it's a fucking comic book show. Excuse me, it's a freaking comic book show, and it should bring those elements from the comic book into the show. And to sit there and trash like one of the things that Green Arrow is known for with those ridiculous arrows, I mean, that to me is just it's just blasphemy. And this is why DC always fails, with the exception of Superman and Lois.
Slander.
Currently.
And Doom Patrol.
Yeah, I haven't
Doom
watched that
Patrol
yet.
is pretty
I
good.
haven't watched that yet. I tapped out after season 1 because I saw, well, actually episode 1, because I saw more Brendan Fraser's ass than I ever wanted to see in my entire life. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to proceed until I find out if it's safe.
It's really incredible. I wish more people would watch Doom Patrol because it's like it's literally just, you know, every sense of the word, just a comic book show. It's just like it doesn't really like they don't got no. Yeah, it's just like it just says, you know, the MCU, all this. No, fuck that. They even deal with time travel, and like even Brendan Fraser's character Cliff is like, yeah, that's bullshit. And shit like they just go
Time
on.
travel.
Each episode just feels like you're reading a comic or watching a comic come to life and stuff. Like they're all kind of
And
unique.
the way they break the fourth wall in that show, I don't want to say too much, but the narrator is literally breaking the fourth wall throughout the show, and it's just so well thought out.
Yeah, it's dope, and the villains are what really really make the show for me because they're all unique. It's like these are villains I've never seen before. We're so used to seeing like the Joker, Riddler, and all that stuff, but like you got a dude that can turn people into butterflies, and you know what I'm saying, like, and it's more violent than it sounds. But
I keep forgetting, is it the cockroach or the ant?
the cockroach, Ezekiel.
Yeah, Ezekiel, the cockroach.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I love Ezekiel so much.
You got a rat that's named General General Whiskers or something like that. Like they got so many unique villains and stuff.
Imaginative ideas in that show.
33 Burning MCU Questions. I'm Chillmonger. Joining us is SSJK.Sanctum. We got Azorus Tiger. We got Mike, Jaded Fanboy, and Perp. Question number 14. 20 years from now, how will you describe what the wait was like for the second Spider-Man No Way Home trailer?
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Fanboy. Ridiculous. It's nonsense.
I'm gonna tell my children.
They dragged that up.
Oh, here we go. Go ahead.
That Kevin Feige and Sony thought that they can keep a surprise, and they failed to do so. And they pretended to act like that we didn't know about the surprise. I'm gonna tell my kids just that when 20 years from now.
And are you going to tell them how entitled you felt that you should have seen Toby and Andrew in the trailer?
Oh yeah,
even though it was never said that they were going to be in the movie. You're just going off of what some YouTube gossiper put out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them that the leaks was accurate and the trailers proved those leaks to be
Trailers
accurate.
proved nothing.
No, the trailers proved it.
Yeah.
They all the trailer, all the villains was leaked. Those trailers.
No, only 5
Half
of the
that
villains
was
were.
correct. It proved the villains. It
Yeah.
proved the plot about Doctor Strange and the cube and everything. He's gonna be using it to,
See-
do some stuff.
This is what's wrong. This is what's wrong with the fandom today. Is like you want everything in the trailer. Like there would be a time where you would go to the movies and you would be surprised by the shit that you saw. You didn't like read it on Wikipedia or get spoiled on TikTok or something by some random dude. Like it was an actual event, and you appreciated it that much more because it was a genuine surprise. Now you're going to go into the Spider-Man movie and you're going to know at least 75% of what you're going to see. So the fact that they didn't show you Toby and Andrew, I commend them in that. And you know what? It's like I said, I think I said this on MSK stream. I want them, because if they did shoot footage, I mean, we don't know for sure that they did. We just, people taking on-set spies and stuff like that, spoiling shit. But I would love it if Marvel cut them out and released a cut of No Way Home with just the villains, just Doc Ock and Green Goblin and all that, and cut any scene that Andrew or Toby were in out, because that would piss off like so many people on the internet. Their heads would explode. There would be like numerous hate videos. There would be, you know what? There would be more hate videos for this movie than there were Brie Larson. Okay, that's exactly how bad it is, because everybody has this sense of entitlement to something they weren't promised, and they're over here bitching and moaning about the fact they weren't in there.
Well, even look at I like the way
if they're not in it.
Hold on, I like the way that they market this, because it's like you take marketing, like compare it to something that gets released in Japan, like for example the Dragon Ball Z Broly movie. For Japan, they like to spoil everything in their trailer. Like they show Gogeta, everything, just everything beat by beat how the movie was going to pretty much go. And I was just like, why? And I feel you, Mike, on that, because like everybody wants to just be spoiled on anything. They don't want to be surprised about nothing.
Yeah, why? I mean, I know there was allegedly there was like a poll that was taken, and people were asked about spoilers, and like 70 to 80% of them said that they like spoilers because it helps them know what they have to watch out for. And I'm like, bitch, that's called watching the movie. Like, how stupid could you be? I don't understand this.
As much as I don't like the scene, could you imagine Cap picking up Mjolnir in the trailer?
Oh man,
that would have ruined it. That would have ruined everything.
God, yes.
That's not a spoiler. That's like literally throwing away one of the biggest scenes in the movie.
Yeah, I agree.
How about this? It's going to be like waiting for Star Wars Episode 1, hoping it's not a complete disaster. Who was old enough for that?
Episode 1. I remember. I had hope.
Look, as I said before,
it was waiting for, hoping it wasn't a complete. Actually, the weird thing is there was a lot of people going in that the idea of it actually not being good never crossed our minds.
Star Wars, Empire, and Jedi. Yeah. We thought George Lucas was good at that point. We didn't think that he lost it.
Like there were people that were going, I saw it and I had to see it again because maybe I missed something, because how can it be bad? It's a Star Wars movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how I felt about Eternals. Like I didn't.
Say that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Wait, Killmonger, did you see Eternals the right way?
Okay, you're right. But yeah, Kata, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I thought maybe you might have. Because I know you said you wanted to.
Not yet.
No, okay.
I'll say this: after Phase 3, I don't care about spoilers no more. Because the way they're announcing stuff, like they're just announcing stuff back to back. Like we know what the next. We probably know what Phase 6 is gonna look like. They're just announcing stuff and saying here. I don't care about spoilers no more. Just give it to me, because if Endgame is the only time I never want to be spoiled on an MCU product ever. because I grew up with this stuff. I didn't want to be spoiled on that, but I don't care no more. Just give me spoilers. Nah. Tell me how Blade's on.
But you're a DC person. What are you talking about? That'd be like I don't understand that. You're making like this declarative thing. You're a DC fan. It doesn't matter.
No. I like DC and Marvel, Mike. But this is the thing. I don't care about I don't care about spoiled anymore. I don't care. I got what I got in DC stuff. You wouldn't. Even for DC stuff, you wouldn't care about them spoiling stuff. Now this is the difference. DC's trying to rebuild something. So I don't even want to
listen to him. See,
man. I don't want to be spoiled on Black Adam. I want to be spoiled on the Flash movies. First time getting
someone gonna spoil it for you though.
Someone will spoil it, but I don't want to be spoiled on it.
I was about to say that. It's like he doesn't mind spoilers because there's nothing to spoil in any of the DC movies. there's nothing to spoil.
Someone's gonna tell you that Superman is in Justice League.
Look, I don't like spoilers at all. Like if I got like I've been ducking these AOT spoilers like the plague. We got like what? We got 50 days left, Chillmonger.
50 days left, and I'm the same.
Yeah.
I'm avoiding spoilers, but so it's
how can you do that? Because see, I only watched the Spider-Man trailer because I knew everybody and their cousin was going to be dissecting this thing, and I knew they were gonna. It was gonna ruin it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch it myself. That way, I don't have to watch it through their lens. But how can you in this day and age avoid something like that? Because even sometimes you might even be like innocently looking through, like, say, a Black Panther thread, be like, oh, look, this is what happens in AOT. It's like, dude, are you serious? Like, why would you do something like that? Like,
yeah, it's crazy too, because like whenever like Attack on Titan's like going on live in the air, people that read the manga, they go out their way to just spoil shit for people. But like, thank God for Twitter, like for the mute stuff, like you could mute certain things, so you don't want that shit won't even pop up.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I did that for Eternal.
Yeah, like and another thing, I don't want to be spoiled on Attack on Titan either. Just for the MCU, I don't care no more. If I got spoiled on Endgame, dude, I would have been so fucking pissed. Like, I probably would have became a murderer if I got spoiled. I became a murderer. Like,
you mean Ronan? Ronan died.
You know what's about to happen.
All right. Anyways, that was K. Kid. I know you got a boogie, but what do you got coming up on your channel?
Well, 2 new videos on the way, but I got a live stream today with Ashley. We're going to talk about the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. She wants to dissect my brain about it. You know, I'm a trash Tom Holland, so make sure you guys are there to see me trash.
Oh, Jesus.
Thumbs down already.
We'll be celebrating Toby and Andrew. It's going to be...
For what?
You know what? I would rather see Lil Nas X in there with Andrew and Tom, okay? That's how bad Toby is. That's how bad Toby is, man.
Nah, Toby sent Lil Nas X in that picture to cover for him because place, Toby's doing big things.
They just wouldn't want trash in that picture, so they had him come in instead of Toby.
Oh wow, slander. Well, I'm gonna catch you guys later. I gotta bounce. I'll be watching from.
All right, yo.
Deuces.
Later, K-Dots.
Later.
We are at 33 burning questions, and I am Chillmonger. This is Azores Tiger. Perp Minded is over there on the far side. It is Mike from Rogue Comics and Jaded Fanboy on the panel. Question 15. Do the costumes drive you? We were just talking about this earlier, but do they drive you to buy the new figures? Is anyone here a collector?
Well, it's more the alternative costumes that you have to collect because that's the whole collecting thing. It's like it's like Batman, right? You can have the regular Batman, but then you got to get the ice version of Batman. You got to get the heat version Batman costume. You have to the costumes really do lead you to buying the figures because you got to buy all the variants and everything.
So that's
why I will never pop that cherry. Sorry?
I'm not a figure collector, but I would go after the extra suits because we already know the originals and everything. Yeah.
Perp?
That's just too expensive for me, so no.
Ooh, okay, hold on a minute. Let's just say you had the funds. Let's just say you make whatever you make now, you make 10,000 more a year, okay? And then with this disposable income, do you consider it?
Yeah, because it's kind of like It's kind of like if you're looking for a Blu-ray or DVD and you find a dope like steelbook, you know, it's just you gotta have it. You gotta put it in your collection or something like that. It's unique, stands out, or something like that. So I can see.
Take it, put in a box, put it in storage for 20 years. No,
Yeah, I thought comics were expensive.
Yeah, they
the figures are expensive. Yeah,
they get, especially like the hot toys and the freaking Play Arts Kai and stuff like that. Yeah. I would keep it to I do this with conventions too. I only keep it to Rogue because she's my favorite, so I would just like buy her figures because I'm not gonna I couldn't like that. That's just like when I go to conventions and I'm in the artist alley, I only look for prints with her on there because if I went to buy things, oh yeah, that looks nice or whatever, that would not end well for me. So I just keep it just one character and that's it. So in that regard, I would just buy it for her. Yeah, but I wouldn't like. I mean, if I see another variant of like Wolverine's costume, like just too much, like stop. Like, because I don't care for Wolverine, but
can you imagine if Wolverine's your favorite character? You got to get his every.
Oh
comic?
my god!
Spider-Man and Batman are the worst.
I feel sorry for them.
Batman are the worst.
You got Silver Surfer, right?
I got like maybe 80% of everything Silver Surfer.
Yeah, I'm the same way with Ironheart. Like that's my one character I'll always get.
Nice. Like Iron Man's also bad, but Spider-Man and Batman are the worst.
I remember one year at New York Comic Con, they had like all his armor. It was like at least 50 figures there. I'm like, I would not. And they were like the hardcore Japanese figures. They look very highly detailed. I'm like, I am so glad I don't like Tony Stark because that would
it's a lot.
That is bad, man. Yeah.
Question number 16. We all watched the Eternals movie. We all saw Cersei turn him into marble, and he's up there reaching out. And all I have to ask is, where's that second half?
Well, I had to correct you. We suffered through the Eternals. It was suffering. Those 2 hours, bro. Never mind. I don't want to get into it, but
that doesn't even. The fact that he was emerging out of the water doesn't even make sense because the flashback shows that he comes out and the Earth explodes.
Right.
But then all of a sudden, we can't actually have the Earth explode, so we're gonna have him come out of the.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the jaded fanboy.
Yeah,
you're right.
I can't really make a video about the Eternals because everybody already hates the Eternals, so there's nothing me telling anybody anything new.
Where is this other? Where is that?
See, like when you are aware of your surroundings, then you have to read the room. So I'm just gonna stay silent on this particular question because clearly I'm in the minority here.
As a fan of
maybe this is how mutants are, forming in the MCU. Something in the water, with the celestial. I can see Marvel doing some dumb shit like that, like the celestials polluting the water, and then people drinking from that water could get mutant powers and stuff.
The celestials are causing global warming.
Jumping on the question.
How would you there has to be a way to bring them in and obviously in the Fantastic Four too. How would you do that, have them established without being like a year one type thing or whatever? How could you possibly do that? The X-Men were always here. I mean, do you want to pull another Eternals where they were in the background and they were told they shouldn't get involved unless it was anything having to do with mutants or something like that? Or I mean,
the X-Men have been like that the entire time.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you want them to already be established in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Like they were here when Cap and Iron Man and all them. But you don't want them to. I don't know. I don't know. I thought when they were talking about when the snap, when Thanos kept, there was like 2 or 3 snaps, and Rocket was like, this is an energy that the biggest energy. That could have been it right there, but clearly they're not doing that. So I don't know how they would bring them in.
So many things like multiverse.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, just get just re-up the contracts with the people that were originally doing like the Young Fox, like Sophie Turner, all of them. Because why go through the hassle of recasting? They're already
kill them all. And then kill them all because they were all trash. Yeah, please.
You can go in a different direction with them though, like you know, retcon their characters and stuff like that. So
what do you guys think of?
Go ahead.
I was going to ask you this question. What do you think of Matt Slott? I don't know who that is.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Dan Slott?
Dan Slott. Yeah, Dan Slott.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just a writer.
What he did to the silver.
Yeah. He will always and I say this all the time. There was a time back when right before we invaded Afghanistan, and they had a press conference and they were asking Bush, they're like, well, how do you think the rest of the world is going to view America for invading another country or something like that? And he was like, well, I'd like to think that I've built up political capital where they'll trust me or whatever. And Dan Slott has that with me because he single-handedly rescued Spider-Man from Joe Quesada's like grubby little fingers, because he literally was pissing all over the legacy of Spider-Man, and he came in and just completely saved him. So he will always have that with me.
This new Spider-Man movie.
I even liked his Silver Surfer run.
Oh, I hate it.
I know you do, but yeah, I did like it. Him in all red, yes.
There may be some Quesada residue in this new Spider-Man movie.
And
I'm not saying that.
There could be.
For that new She-Hulk series, they're using Slott's work too, right?
I hope they do more Burn and Slot. But
yeah, I hope they go more along the lines of Burn, because if she breaks the fourth wall, it would be so much better.
Yeah, that's true.
She'll probably do that, but because the Slot thing is more modern, like year 2015, what year was it?
I think it was like late 2000s, 2008, 2009, maybe.
Oh, all right. It wasn't that recent. My mistake. But whenever it was, I just feel like that's the most recent adaptation of her when she was slim. Because Jason Aaron made her Brock Lesnar. But yeah.
But they are. It's not out yet, but they are putting out a new She-Hulk book, and she does look back to normal. Mm-hmm. And see, this is one of the reasons. Like, I understand this. Like, people need content and all this stuff, but like, okay, yes, they made her look like gargantuan or whatever, and stuff like that. And yes, it's good for a humorous like rage video. Oh my God, look what! But like, this is what they'll do. They'll hopefully cooler heads will prevail, and they'll go back to the way the character looked, and it looks like in this new She-Hulk book, that's what she's going to do. So like all these people that were getting all upset about, Jason Aaron doing what he was doing in Avengers. And I mean, technically, unless he drew it himself, I mean, maybe he described her as like, a Hulk or something like that. And whoever the artist was just went his way with it. But like, just relax and see where the story is going to take you. Everybody acts like they're personally offended. Like these writers came in and said, you know what, I'm going to take the thing you like the most and I'm going to piss all over it like Joe Quesada did with Spider-Man. And it's not always the case.
And it's mostly people that never read the comic books anyway. They just know the news.
They just
it's not like they're reading it anyway.
They see what's trending, and you know what? I'm gonna do my basic search, on Wikipedia or whatever, and find out what's going on, and just parrot all of those things.
Question 17: was Shang-Chi a hit in that community? Do you guys talk to your Chinese friends and they tell you that this was the second coming?
Yeah, I do.
I am subscribed to the
ones I told you, they enjoyed it.
I guess I should direct this to people. So Perps talked first. You answer.
I don't have. I don't think I have any Asian friends. Well, I do have one Asian friend, but I don't know where he's at. So.
Well, next time you talk to him, you ask him. About
I know for a fact he probably didn't watch Shang-Chi, but I'm pretty sure like this hit for a lot of people. Because I've definitely rewatched this movie a lot of times, like compared to other movies that Marvel's put out this year, so that should say something. So
I saw that it did well domestically in the box office compared to like the Eternals, where the Eternals has like 38% of it is domestic, but Shang-Chi was like 50%. And
I don't even think the Eternals cracked 300 million worldwide yet.
No, it has.
Did they release it in China eventually?
No.
Oh, because I knew there was another controversy, because apparently on the bus, like there's numbers, there's like a 4-digit number on there, and apparently it has something to do with Tiananmen Square or something like that. I'm like, you guys are really stretching. Like It's
Wow.
whether I don't know if they put it in there intentionally or not or whatever, but like that's a pretty big leap to make. Like
Oh wait, that's right. Shang-Chi didn't come out in China, did it?
Nope.
Didn't.
Neither
If
did
it did,
Black
I
Widow.
thought the number was even more impressive.
Yeah.
Spider-Man will
But-
though.
I do I do subscribe to the Asian newsletter, and I think they were all pleased with it. Happy to
I can't tell if you're
announce-
joking or not. Is there
No,
really an Asian
no.
newsletter?
I honestly, this stuff. I mean, I don't. I'm not against representation, but representation just for representation's sakes. Like I've reconciled the fact that in my lifetime I will never see a Puerto Rican Italian superhero, and I'm okay with that. I don't need to, sit there and oh my God, I don't like this because there isn't a Puerto Rican Italian superhero in this
Well,
thing. But as far
Miles.
as well, he's Puerto Rican and black though. I'm Puerto Rican Italian.
He's probably got some
You
Italian.
can't
in him.
have an Italian superhero because it'll work so differently.
But this is I just want I want the character. I want it to be like it is in the comic book. I don't want Iron Fist to be Asian. He's white. I want Shang-Chi to be Chinese. Like it's the way it should be. And I felt the movie did a good job of representing the character the way it is. Now, of course, they did change the Fu Manchu stuff, and they tweaked a little thing with the the rings and all that other stuff. And in the grand scheme of things, you have to realize what you're getting. You have to realize that okay, well, are we really gonna be that upset because they're not rings and they're bracelets or something? And I mean, there's where you have to put it into perspective. So
It's still in Chinese culture though. Those bracelets, like they used to that you see.
They used to fight dragons with them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
well, yeah, it worked, and it worked too. But
Yeah.
this is the thing, though. When I watch comic book movies, I don't necessarily watch them to give me an education on the culture of whatever the character is. Like I wouldn't want to see them like Breakfast and Tiffany's it, with the big buck teeth and and all that stuff. I wouldn't want to see something like that. But I don't look at it as like, okay, well, I want them to teach me everything about the Asian culture that I don't know,
Right.
or I just want to see a comic book movie, and enjoy it. They do make stuff like that. They make documentaries. I mean, there are history books if I wanted to find out more about the culture and all that. But I'm hoping that they won't desecrate the culture. But, I don't look at it as to educate me.
We got two
It's supposed to be
Asian
entertainment.
answers. As part of an entire Asian family, yes, it hit. And then Jamie says Asians don't care about anything except math and ramen. Azor, is you Asian?
No, I'm not, but I have a bunch of Asian friends. So I have a bunch of Asian friends, and I've talked to them about the movie. They loved it. So
there it is.
Good.
yeah.
Good.
And then the next question, keeping it Shang-Chi themed, where does Simu Liu rank among Chinese stars? We got Jackie Chan up here, right?
Yeah.
No, we have Chow Yun-Fat up here. We have
Okay.
Chow Yun-Fat up here.
Chow Yun-Fat, Ming Na Wen. Is he on? Am I mentioning anyone yet that he is
Still new.
above?
He's still new.
You could probably slide him in the top 10, like the bottom 10, like top 10.
You got to give him a chance.
Yeah, we can do that. We can slide.
Oh
him in the
yeah,
top 10.
yeah. To be determined. To be added on to.
Jet Li's Chinese, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, his dad was good though.
Okay. All right.
Question number 19 of 33. Wait, someone wrote something in the live chat actually. Tony Leong. Yeah, how do I forget that?
Yeah, that's his dad. Yeah, he was definitely better than.
Pretty low still.
Yeah.
Number 18 is where does Simu Liu rank? 19 is do you feel sorry for Vision? Now, when I ask about Vision, I mean the one who discovered who himself was because the red Vision touched the white Vision and said, "This is who you are." Now he goes away. His woman is in disarray, and Vision is that guy. Do we feel sorry for him?
Absolutely not, because he's a robot.
I don't care.
Exactly.
About Vision. I don't really care.
Well, see, that just goes to show how stone cold your hearts are. Okay. I mean, I would expect that from DC fans, but you guys seem to be like Marvel. aficionados, and I don't understand. I don't understand the lack of compassion. I really don't. I guess it's just the world we live in today. Yeah.
You know what, Mike? If he had petted a few puppies, then I would have been a little bit more sympathetic. But he didn't pet any puppies, so I don't really care.
Man, I don't know.
It's kind of hard to feel bad for a simp, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. He's a robot. I don't feel sorry for this. Yeah.
Mhm.
Plus, we got the full-on Android Vision, White Vision flying around right now, so he's still out there.
And I'd rather have the white Android Vision than
He's still out there.
Sorry, Mike.
The dude never.
I'm okay with it. I'm used to it.
Number 20. Who is in the deepest friend zone of the MCU? I know the correct answer, but I'll let you guys all, guess. I know the answer.
Friend zone. Oh yeah, it's definitely Cap.
With
you got no coochie. You got no coochie.
I would have said Hawkeye with Black Widow.
He was married.
No, I know, but I'm saying that's a friend zone. I mean, literally friend zone, because they've been friends for how many years? And they've
Scarlet, how hot
a
is
relationship before.
You have half of the equation. Black Widow friend zoned the shit out of that man in the Black Widow film, who kept on getting her gadgets.
Oh, yeah.
Really? You think they?
Yeah.
He tried.
Oh, he did.
You can't even say Bruce Banner. He got friend zoned pretty quick.
No, he
friend zoned her.
He friend zoned her. He friend zoned her.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, what about Ned? Ned's kind of like in the friend zone. He ain't got no business.
No. They said that we're very mature, and sometimes people need to go their separate ways, and that's why me and Betty aren't gonna be with each other anymore. But they still did the nose thing. That was not a friend zone. They were in the hotel when after Night Monkey. Remember?
Night Monkey.
Night Monkey.
I don't know how that passed. Like nobody thought that wasn't a bad idea. Like
this is how ridiculous Toby. This is about ridiculous how Tom Holland Spider-Man is. More people know him as Night Monkey as Spider-Man.
No.
Because Night Monkey hit the news. Night Monkey was all in the news and everything, and there's no news about Spider-Man because everything he does is either off planet, okay, or in secret.
He's got
more
one more
people
name.
know about Night Monkey than Spider-Man.
When K-Dot says this stuff, it's because he's a DC apologist. When Fanboy says this stuff, it's just because he's Fanboy.
Yes, because I'm right.
Hawkeye wants to smash. I don't get those feelings.
He's got a wife, don't he?
He's got his wife and he loves his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look how hot Scarlet is, man. Come on.
The
thought has to pass your mind at least once in passing,
You're watching 33 Burning Questions, Chillmonger, Azores Tiger, Perp Minded, Mike, Jaded Fanboy. Number 21. When are you too old to be called a young man? The way that when Wu called it.
That was funny.
25.
Nah, young man at 25. I'm not mad at that.
Because you're considered an old head at like 25 and up.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Your mother's never with your mom. You're never too old to be called young man. You're always gonna be.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Like moms, family members are exempt from this. I just mean police officer sees you, young man. Can you come over here? Like 25. I feel like he can do that to you.
Well, no. See, it also depends on how old the person is. Any 80-year-old is gonna call anybody younger than him a young man.
Yeah.
Or how young they look.
Yeah.
You ever get carded? I know everyone's from different places, but like when you're 21 years old, you can drink in America.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I have a funny story about that, right? I went to go see Baby Driver. And at this time, I'm like, probably, when did Baby Driver come out? Like 2017 or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
About so.
I'm like 26, 27 around that time. I get carded.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So the rule is if you look 25 where I'm from, that they'll check you at LCBO, right?
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, but
if
like,
you were smoking, if you don't look 22 or whatever, they'll ask for ID.
Me and
Yeah,
Jaded
it's-
live in the same area, so yeah.
yeah, it was weird though, because like I go to the movies like pretty frequently. Like people know my face, like, and for them to card me, I was like, bro, I haven't been carded since like I was 17. Like, yeah, shit, it's crazy though.
I mean, yeah, I've gone to a bar, and because again, I look younger than I am, and the bouncer wanted to take away my actual legal ID because by law, if they think it's a fake ID, they have to confiscate it. And I go, you am not taking away it was my legal ID, and he wanted to confiscate it, thinking it was fake because there was no way he thought I was older than 20 or whatever. It was like, I don't give a shit. And I actually had to go to the manager and everything. I'm going, that's a legal ID.
Right.
So again, depends on how young you look.
I heard LCVO, he says. The beer store. We actually have a store called The Beer Store. Like, that's the name. Funny, right? The more you know. Pickle says, it all depends on how old the person talking to you is. Yeah, that is a variable, right? Because I'll accept it from like a 70-year-old dude saying it to you. But that was a cold moment in the movie when Wu said that.
That was a funny moment.
21 or 22 rather. Let's have some fun, guys. Everyone wants Daniel Radcliffe to be Wolverine.
Why?
Emma
Why?
Watson.
Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine?
Yeah, that's a thing. You didn't know?
Having Robert Pattinson be Batman. Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
That makes more sense though.
Yeah, Pattinson's got some. He showed me some stuff in Tenet, but with guys, Emma Watson. She was Hermione Granger.
Yeah,
I got her as
MJ.
Moira McTaggart.
MJ.
Since Rogue's here, Rogue.
I got her as Kitty Pryde.
Oh, that would be good.
Nah.
Yeah,
Emma
I think
Watson as MJ.
I think she'd be better as Kitty.
She'd have to change her accent though.
Oh, that's right, huh?
But like, so does everyone else.
What about the original Psylocke? So was it Betty Braddock's?
Betsy? Yeah.
Betsy Braddock.
What about
I don't think
Squirrel?
they're touching Psylocke. I just feel like that's such a controversial thing with is she Asian, is she white? We are not doing that in 2025 whenever the movie comes.
That's true. You see how I'm pushing for my mutants here, pushing for the X-Men.
Where are they? How do we not have an announcement yet?
She could be like Sue Storm or something like that.
Dye her hair blonde. Okay, but then we also got to get a young Mr. Fantastic and a young Fantastic Four. I feel like when we get the FF, they won't be casted too young. They'll be 40 years old.
We definitely gonna get a Black Reed Richards. Definitely coming.
Not interested in that.
It's like I'm already seeing the fan casting for Fantastic Four who they've been screaming about, that couple.
Nobody says Pickle. All right. We got some suggestions up there. How about this one? Casting Harry Styles was
A dumb idea.
Why was it
Cash
dumb?
grab.
A waste of a role?
A dumb idea, waste of a role, a cash grab.
Now,
I know nothing about him.
I will kind of give Harry the benefit of the doubt. He's not that bad of an actor from what I've seen. He's not been in much, but not that bad. But it's just a weird choice to kind of just put him in the Marvel universe.
Well, see, they had to. I don't know. I'm not a One Direction fan. I'm sure Chillmonger is based on his past quoting of songs that I've heard.
Right?
Yeah. But like
You're insecure. I don't know what
Eros
for.
has to be attractive to both male and female. So if apparently he has this thing. I know nothing about him again.
I know the dress thing. I heard it.
Okay, but if he can do that, then I mean he was a good guy. I don't know. I couldn't think of another human being that would appeal to both men and women like that. So if that's him, and I mean we only saw like who?
RuPaul.
Hilarious.
I think it was a cash grab to go after his fan base and bring them to the MCU. The ones,
Well,
ones that aren't already there.
If that's the case, get somebody from BTS.
Hey, it might be coming.
Yeah, right. Wait till the next Shang-Chi movie. Yeah.
There'll be the karaoke.
Honestly, it seems like
karaoke.
I feel like Harry Styles should have been probably like if they were going to cast Harry Styles or somebody, like he should have been Adam Warlock instead of Will Poulter, whatever his name was.
Oh yeah, I want Adam Warlock.
So when we say it's a cash grab and the fans of Harry Styles are going to show out, obviously they have a huge fan base, a generational fan base, because he's been a hit star since like 2013, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
2010 or something like that.
Even further back, right? The X Factor days. So good for him, and he's got this like 12-year buildup. But the thing is, he was in a post-credit scene. I don't know if that's effective. Are they going to use him in a trailer the next time he appears?
I've heard he signed up for maybe like 4 or 5 properties.
Christ.
Yeah. So I mean, that could be Guardians of the Galaxy. It could be it could be a Disney Plus. We don't know. It depends on what art they're trying to use. Because I know the new Guardians of the Galaxy reads. I don't know if it's a spoiler or anything, but basically they use Star Fox because Thanos was killed and everybody's trying to figure out who's he coming back like as or through or whatever. And he came back through Star Fox. So it's like, I don't know if they're going to do that story arc, but that's something.
Nothing gets adapted that quickly. So you're talking about a comic from 2019 that Donny Cates wrote. I feel like that's way too soon to adapt to a movie.
That's true.
Things take time. Like Jane Foster picking up the hammer, becoming Thor. That was during Original Sin in 2013-ish. And now we get
the God Butcher is pretty new too, though, right?
Okay,
2013. I think 14? It was. Yeah, somewhere on there.
7 years later, we get the film. So that what I mean. There's always going to be a gap between movie and thing.
Yeah.
Never say never.
It could be further down. I mean, but he signed up for more properties.
They wanted his fan base. So are they going to rebrand Star Fox based on who Arrow's character is in the comics? I don't get the question.
Just that there's so many. There's a different variations of Arrows throughout the decade. That's the problem.
But he looked more like the Star Fox character, like from the books. As far as the outfit and everything.
24. The answer to this question is Jaded is going to tell you is if the plot allows it. But the thing is, Thor would not be apparent because the plot will never need it. They have so many hundreds and thousands of Thor stories that they'll never address whether or not he has kids. Now, surely this man's 1,500 years old. He spent a night or two with a woman or 5, and he has kids. But, they're never going to touch this. No, he will never have a kid.
Have they ever done that in the comics? Like, does Thor have a son in the comics at all?
I know in the animated, well, I think so in the books, but I know animated series, but it's like different, like multiverses and stuff.
That would have been interesting to kind of do with the MCU, just be like, because it's been so many years, like instead of having Jane Foster have like the son of Thor.
Story arc.
Mike, let's ask you if you're not with a customer right now, Mike.
Well, no, he had the royal vasectomy, so he doesn't have to worry about things like that.
The coming to America version, the royal vasectomy.
So we call it?
Exactly. But you know what? As he gets older, I think he might be. I think they might they might do that because I know Donny Cates has shown in the future the older was it Aaron? I think it was Aaron. Actually, I think Cates did something too. Where King Thor, that was Aaron. Yeah,
King Thor.
Yeah. So I could see them him having a kid or whatever, and all the headaches that he gave to Odin, he could now experience with his son.
Wait! The 3 little Thor girls, right? That story. That's in the future, but that's way in the future, though, right?
Yep.
The animated series I was talking about is it's just got all kind of kids from former Marvel superheroes led by Vision.
Was that like next Avengers or something like that, or Avengers Next or
next Avengers? They all had what was supposed to be the kids, wasn't
like Black Widow and Cap had a kid or something
right.
like that?
Yeah, that's that series. Yeah.
Yeah, next Avengers. The young
25. Say something nice about Malachi the Dark Elf. Everyone's got to say something. Everyone has something.
He looks like an evil elf in the shelf.
I got it.
In the shelf.
He was played by Christopher Eccleston, who is the greatest Doctor.
I'll say nobody liked him.
That's not nice.
Oh, he's the point of a villain is not to be nice. It's not to be liked.
Yes, but did they not like him because they didn't like him, or they didn't like him because of the evil things he did?
All right. His movie had portals before Doctor Strange with Thanos.
Nice. Man, that's a good one.
He knew about the Infinity Stones thing, right? That's a plus.
But that was before it was a stone, right?
Mm.
It was a sludge.
Yeah, ether.
He almost did it.
He's persistent.
He was persistent. Yeah.
Mike, what was yours?
He was played by Christopher Eccleston, who is the greatest Doctor.
Second best greatest Doctor.
Excuse me?
Second best greatest.
Oh, no, that would be first.
No, Baker is still the best.
Oh, well, I'm talking about contemporary.
Oh, contemporary. Oh, yeah. He was played by the best contemporary Doctor Who. Then. Yeah. That's what I was going to say. He was played by the second best Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Question 26. We know what a Groot plush toy would say if you squeeze it. What would a Rocket toy say?
Oh.
Where's my eye?
The thing he said to Winter Soldier after in Endgame, where he says, "How much for the arm?"
Yeah.
And then he says, "It's not for sale." And then he says something after that.
How much
He
for
said,
the eye?
I'm gonna get that arm.
I'm gonna get that arm. That's what it would say. I'm gonna get that arm.
Yeah. That whole encounter is probably, come on, get some. Hold it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll say, get some. He'll say, I want that arm. I want the eye.
Fun fact: if you're on TikTok, you can now use Rocket's voice as like a speech to text thing, whatever.
That's dope.
Nice.
Just putting it out there.
Do you know if Bradley Cooper did the voice for everything like that, or did someone else doing it?
I think Bradley Cooper did all of it.
Yeah, I think Bradley Cooper.
Wow.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
He gets paid for that too, huh?
Yes.
Mhm.
I heard it's going to be a lot more Rocket Raccoon in the next one, too.
Well, I won't tell you what I heard.
You can say it.
No.
Put it in the private chat.
Class A pervert. I would hope it is. I'm not a rodent. Yeah, that'd be a funny one.
What's a raccoon?
Oh, doesn't Thor call him a rabbit?
Yep.
Sweet rabbit. This is a big one, guys. This is one which I'm going to turn into a clip. You guys are watching here on my YouTube channel, Chillmonger, with the guests, Zora's Tiger, Perp, Mike, and Jaded Fanboy. The question is Thanos versus Goku. Full power.
I'll go first. Ultra Instinct Goku versus full power of Thanos, whatever. Yeah, I think Ultra Instinct Goku would give him a run for his money.
How long is that fight lasting?
Considering that Goku doesn't mind killing his villains, I think it'd probably make it like a 5-minute fight.
Thanos with the gauntlet? Does he have the gauntlet?
Yeah.
That's Thanos full power with the gauntlet?
Yeah, anything you can imagine, he's got it.
And the stones? All stones?
Yeah, from his universe. The 6
so
stones.
if Thanos got the gauntlet, then Goku has all 7 Dragon Balls. So
man.
You should have let me go first because I don't follow Pokemon, so I don't know anything about any of this.
Wow, the disrespect, the disrespect.
I would have to recuse myself from this question here. Maybe I'll catch up on One Punch Man later, but right now, yeah, it'd be Thanos, of course.
Yeah.
Would Thanos be able to push back a spirit bomb, a full power spirit bomb, a universal spirit bomb? There's only been one person that's been able to do that.
Wait, I'll tell you what. Wait, finish your thing, yeah?
Nah, go ahead.
I'll tell you what, that spirit bomb is going to have half as many people putting their hands up.
Hey, it's still powerful.
Thanos can dust him, though. Just snap.
Instant transmission, though. He can just avoid the snap, can he?
Maybe.
That's a tough question right there.
Live chat lit up over here. We got, newbie's in the building. Hello, newbie.
I would like to see that death battle. Thanos versus Goku. Since everybody wants to do Goku versus Superman and stuff, even though that would be a dope fight too. But Thanos versus Goku would be dope.
Thanos versus Goku would be awesome. Someone needs to animate that. Maybe they already did.
Yeah, they probably did. But
two different universes with two different power scales. But from the evidence I've seen, Goku can just teleport to Thanos and rip his arm off immediately. So could Dr. Strange.
But this is the thing about Goku, though, right? He wants to fight somebody at their fullest potential. So like he'll give Thanos a sensu bean. He's done this shit several times.
Yeah,
like after he beats him up, he's like, I don't like how this is a one-sided fight. Here's a sensu bean.
Gohan, you take him.
I don't know much about Goku, but if Ultron Vision can take out Thanos, how much of a problem is Goku gonna have? If in that what if,
but
Ultron took him out and like.
But Ultron had the stones and all of that stuff.
So if you were able
and he also had the element of surprise, though. Why don't you understand that? He literally just came in and then Ultron just murked him. That was it.
So wouldn't Goku be able to have? Wouldn't Goku at full power be able to have the element of surprise?
Well, you would hope that Goku would be like more of a challenge, like a what's the word?
Honorable fighter.
Yes. You would hope that he would be like that.
I don't know enough about Goku. I'm just going if Ultron Vision can beat him in 3 seconds, how hard can Goku?
Yeah, like what you know about Saiyans, that's what Goku is. Like the more they fight, it's kind of like the more damage they get, the stronger they get. It's very weird, but so that would be kind of interesting to see Goku fight off with Thanos, even though he never goes like full power off rip. He'll go like Super Saiyan 1, even though he knows like, you need something higher than that and stuff like that. But yeah, that'd be an interesting fight, especially if Thanos. Yeah, especially if Thanos got the glove too.
You guys, everyone, check out our channels: Chillmonger, Azores Tiger, Perp, Mike, and Jaded Fanboy. Azores, any last parting words? You want to plug yourself?
Hey, definitely. Thanks a lot for inviting me. This was awesome, man. You all need me anytime, feel free to holler at me. You can check me out at Azores Tiger Comics. Say next week I'm working on some unboxing and mail call videos, and just getting back to the swing of things. Started my own channel, and you all can catch me there and on Instagram, all social media, Azores Tiger. Thanks a lot.
Peace out.
All right.
Question number 28. There's a lot more live chats, actually. I don't want to ignore everybody. He said, if it's a pure fight to save the universe and Goku's going 100%, it's not even close. Captain America held Thanos' hand back, and he's weaker than Krillin.
That's true.
Wait. I was talking about full power, though. So, okay, let's not say full power. Let's say he can't go Super Saiyan. He can't do anything. He's
just base level Goku.
Versus Thanos with, like, no armor or sword.
Yeah, Goku's still giving them that work. Like Goku's base is still pretty strong.
What's this here about your face, Perp?
I don't know.
Are you guys on Instagram? I am not on Instagram. Are you guys?
Oh,
yes. Perp got loud.
Perp got loud.
Row Comics.
Yeah, it's a Row Comics because that's his store that he's got in Connecticut. And Jaded, do you on Instagram? No. He's disgusted by Instagram. 28. Who would make the best MMA referee? Pick any character. Villain, good guy,
Ooh.
cameo, Stan Lee when he was driving the bus. Who would make the best MMA referee? Not Nick Fury.
I would say one off the top of my head, probably what's his face? The guy that Ebony Maw.
Hear me and rejoice. We spoke backstage. You're all
he's talking much though, man. Like, dude, just let him fight. Stop talking so much.
Be like a 5-minute intro and shit, like
for each fighter, yeah. I would say Pip the Troll.
Pip the Troll, yeah, he'd be a nice Michael Buffer doing the announcements. Bruce Buffer.
I'd say Star-Lord, because that way, whenever the fight ended in a draw, it would end up with a dance-off.
All right. You know what? Star-Lord is like that name triggers me because of what he did with Thanos was asleep. But you know, your joke came through towards the ending. A good
Loki.
MMA referee. What about Batroc the Leaper? Loki?
Loki would be cool.
Loki would be taking side bets. I mean, he was betting against Thor for Christ's sakes in the fight.
Right.
The dude live streaming the fight in the bus from Shang-Chi. Yup.
Yeah.
I don't know, because he'd be like, yeah, well, when I was studying this, he'd be like, yeah, that move you did there, that wasn't the right way to do it. He'd be talking like, you know, it'd be like him and Ebony Maw, like both of them would be like, stop, you're talking too much.
Well, a referee has to be knowledgeable in the art of fighting and be fair to both opponents. It's not announcer, it's referee. So it's definitely Steve Rogers.
Dang, you really thought about that?
Yeah, and I'm going to have to go and take Pickle's answer.
Don't throw him any bones, man. Come on.
You can't do Steve Rogers. He's 70 years old.
Why not Groot?
There you go.
Because he's not going to be able to ask, do you submit?
I'm Groot.
Yeah, he is.
There you go.
Don't be asking. I am Groot. You can get Thor to you can get Thor to translate.
Squidward. Alligator Loki. Yeah, you guys are getting too creative.
Yeah.
I wish I could be on there, bro. I have all the right answers. You do. I'll get you on the Star Wars one, Pickle, if you are ever free. I'll do a Star Wars one eventually. 29 of 33 Burning MCU questions. Name an event that Cap read about that he wishes he was there for.
The fight between Red Guardian and him.
Yeah, right. Exactly. He's in ice for what, 70 years? Wakes up, you know, he's listening to a couple of songs. I think he wishes he was there for like a happy moment. You know, like what was a great thing that happened between the 50s and 2010?
You mean the 40s, wouldn't it?
40s.
The end of World War II.
Yeah,
he probably wishes he was there for that. He was so invested.
I would say, why not? The people that stormed the Capitol. He probably would want to be there to stop them from doing that.
No, that doesn't qualify though, because that was 2021, and he came out of ICE already.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine Captain America there? What's happening? What about the president? He sent a video saying, what?
That'd be funny, but that's a tough question.
Yeah, other than the end of World War II, I can't really think of. No, I don't think you'd want to be there for 9/11, Pickle. You would that would be.
He could have stopped.
Yeah,
no, you couldn't stop that. You'd have to have knowledge that the plane was hijacked and get in an airplane.
Yeah, and only President Bush knew about that ahead of time.
Yeah, he did with the kids in the classroom, right?
Yeah. What was he gonna do? Hijack the plane?
But he wishes he was there for, so maybe he could. Maybe he's Captain America. I'm not gonna doubt Captain America. Maybe he could. Do
Michael Jackson concert. I don't know.
Michael Jackson.
Hey, he wishes he was there for Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson.
He was there for the Janet Jackson nipple slip.
Let's go to question number 30. Who is all dying fighting Spider-Man like they said in the trailer. I'll play it now. I'll play it. Where is it? Did I not upload it? I really didn't upload it. Wait.
The trailer, people dying. We're talking about the upcoming Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Dr. Strange said like they all died fighting Spider-Man.
You're flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate.
I'm thinking it's Aunt May. They all die, right?
I think that might have been two separate clips. Him saying they all die is one scene, and him saying it's their fate might very well be another scene. Because I always thought when they said they all die fighting Spider-Man, I thought he was referring to all the Spider-Man villains because Green Goblin dies, Doc Ock dies, but others don't. So who they're talking about?
But they all died. Besides, I don't think did Sandman die?
Sandman doesn't die. They all just go to prison.
Yeah.
Tom Holland dies.
Oh, that would be nice.
I bet Cap wishes he saw the moon landing. Yeah, right. He's on the moon, right? Yeah,
The supposed moon landing. Quote unquote.
I can't believe you guys still believe in the moon. Christ.
All right, that makes all three of us.
You conspiracy theorists.
Electro, Goblin, Ock are the only villains that have actually died in Spider-Man movies, so I'll say them. Yeah, he gave him spoilers, see? He's like, they die in that movie. Sam Raimi
I could have sworn Lizard died.
Yeah, he did. Because in the second Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield, yeah, he dies. What was his last words? I don't remember, but he dropped from a building, yeah. And
yeah, I don't know who they're referring to when they say they all died.
Sandman didn't die. I got to rewatch this Raimi trilogy. Jaded, you're amazing.
Thank you.
There's in prison. Okay.
I thought it was Ant-Man.
And they may not actually die fighting Spider-Man. They may all die. To be honest, he could be saying if like the line before could be, we need to get everybody back in the proper universe, otherwise they all die. Because it seemed like Doctor Strange wants to get them back to their proper universe, and
that would make sense because like didn't something similar happen to like in that What If episode with Doctor Strange? Like the more he kept messing around with stuff, like the more like the universe started collapsing on itself. So that's.
Hey, I don't know if there's that much synergy between the animated division and the live action. I felt like What If was just, guys, just do something, have fun, make crazy stories, no restrictions. And now you guys, because you guys are fans and you watch things, you go, well, it's a multiverse, and if these are all universes contained in the same,
but why would that? On Disney Plus, they put the things in chronological order. They have like Loki, then What If. So What If it's technically canon.
I get what you mean, right? Because in the series Loki, the multiverse got it's not restricted anymore by He Who Remains. Dude in the hat got approached by that random dude in the hat that was forming the Sinister Six in the Amazing Spider-Man series. Okay, so we'll get the fruition of that here, maybe. In a hypothetical scenario about a genetically modified super soldier watches the moon landing, the hardest part to believe is the moon. Seriously,
it's to go up against everybody saying the moon landing was fake, the moon, whatever, and I'm going, you guys still believe in the moon.
Captain Carter is a new comic coming out in 2 weeks.
Oh God, whatever.
I feel like I would know about this. It's a thing? In what?
We need Road Comics here to verify.
Yeah, because that sounds like it's not true. What do you mean though? Like, is the name of the series like What If or? Or the Marvels.
I did see like on Twitter, like they're doing a whole new What If series, I guess, whatever, but like comic wise, like Miles becomes Captain America.
Oh yeah, with the Gwen verse, the I saw
the Gwen verse, so she could
That's
make it
3 months away from right now, though. Not 2 weeks away.
Oh.
What If is canon? Oh, okay, yes, okay. Avengers Forever. This is another one of those stupid multiverse things. Personally speaking, like with when it comes to canon, you're calling What If canon. If it's not in the main universe, so in comics 616, I usually don't read those. I just don't touch those because there will be no reason to read these things. The knowledge I get from it, it's wasting space in my body, in my brain. I don't want to retain this. Who cares? Remember the J.J. Abrams Spider-Man thing?
Yeah.
I didn't care about that because I found out it wasn't even real Peter Parker. The only reason I bought an issue of that because an older version of Ironheart was in it, and I'm like, I'm a collector of Ironheart. Maybe I'll get it. But like when it's not canon, whatever. So when you say What If is canon, the MCU is Universe 199999. That's the one I care about, not the other ones. They're canon to the multiverse. Question number 31, almost wrapping up here. Was Hela stronger on Asgard, the place or the people? Because when she's on Earth, she flies away, she kills Odin, or Odin dies, and she goes away, Heimdall, and then she hijacks the fucking stream.
The Rainbow Bridge.
The Rainbow Bridge, and she's on Asgard. Cool. She's stronger there, that's her power. But now that Asgard is on Earth, I'm just asking, wouldn't she be stronger on New Asgard, Midgard?
Yeah, but wouldn't it be safe to assume that she's dead by fighting Surtur?
Yes, it would be safe to assume that, but she could also be make love to him, and they can, two evil people. He's a boy, she's a girl.
Yeah, but only if she turns into the Statue of Liberty will Surtur hit on her. So
she's not that big, yeah.
If she was the Statue of Liberty, I could see Surtur hitting on her, but other than that.
But the question is, was she stronger on Asgard, the place, or is it where the people are she's stronger? She was killing a lot of people. If that's the case, then she was doing a bad job. So yes, she's stronger on Asgard, the place. Perp?
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, she's more stronger on Asgard.
Mm-hmm. Hello, LB. Question number 32, Jaded, is this. Can you still classify Sprite as eternal?
No, she's not an eternal. She's a real boy or a real girl. Freaking Pinocchio storyline.
The thing that makes me confused about this is that Eros gets announced as the brother of Thanos, and he's also an eternal, which means that as long as your parents are eternals, that makes you an eternal. It's something you inherit. So if it's a clan or a creed or a classification, just because you are now able to die, it doesn't mean you're not an eternal anymore, right, Perp?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know how the MCU is going to handle that though.
Because that's the problem with the Eternals, like they just half-ass explain shit, like because it's like if Thanos is eternal, which is pretty much is, like why didn't you could have gotten involved, like just the whole stipulations and what they cannot and cannot get involved with just doesn't make any sense.
And the fact that she can suddenly have that ability in the first place, I just
you're right.
She now has the ability to make Sprite a real person. How? What? Why?
Yeah, no, I didn't like the movie.
Yeah, so no, I wouldn't classify her as an eternal anymore because she's a real little girl or whatever.
Yeah,
she didn't lose her powers though. She didn't lose her powers, to my knowledge.
Oh, I didn't see her use her powers or not after she became.
She's gonna be able to age now though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eternals was a huge feat to try and accomplish in one movie.
Yeah, I agree. They wanted that should have been like a two movie event.
Sprite is tasty. That lemon lime citrus. We are at 33 of 33 burning questions. This is Chillmonger. That's Perp Minded. That's Jaded Fanboy. And the final question is a doozy. Would you recast Shuri?
No.
No.
Why? Why would that even be a question?
You're not aware of Letitia Wright? She can't travel to America right now?
She can't? Why not?
Oh, you're not aware. It's because there's a guideline or a rule that says if you hop on a plane, you have to be double vaccinated, and she's not.
Oh, so if they would have, so would they have to recast Shuri? Would you want them to? Okay.
So now, knowing this, you're the producer, Jaded, and would
Well,
you
how
do
did they
it?
film it before? Oh, because it wasn't COVID. So I didn't have
It wasn't COVID, and it actually was a new rule that they started in November. So they began filming this movie in the summer, right?
Well,
and if she hadn't have gotten injured, they would have filmed her parts too.
If they can recast Shuri, they can recast Black Panther. Then
I agree with that one, big time.
Then that would be my answer. If they can recast Shuri, they can recast Black Panther. As much as I like Killmonger, sorry, or the other guy that they were gonna, the other tribal leader, the chieftain,
M'Baku.
Just recast Black Panther.
What do you mean here exactly? Oh, you actually just said so. You said Shuri, yes, and Black Panther, yes. Perp.
I mean, because I feel like they can get around this and just put her scenes in digitally, like find some type of studio somewhere in London or something like that, and just do it there, do all her scenes in there, and put her in the volume or something like that, and just do it that way. I don't think they necessarily need to recast, but if she doesn't want to do it, then move on to the next, I guess.
But do we feel like this mandate will always be there, though?
You said what?
Will the mandate to travel to America, you have to have the vaccine? Will that always be there? Like, we're in the endemic phase of this virus.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think about that too. It's like, I feel like we're getting towards the end of this shit. Like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like they just want to.
Up until 2024 when Donald Trump wins the election again.
Yeah, at least another 2 years they want to try to push as many people to get this shit. So.
Mm-hmm. Now you mentioned something about CGI. You know the main complaint of the first Black Panther is they had the Infinity War get the focus. If this movie's being delayed and we just have all this footage, there's a lot of time to be CGIing some things in here.
Right. So
it might be to the advantage. And then finally, when Letitia can shoot her Shuri scenes, tongue twister. But we'll have her scenes, but we'll also be better off.
Also, it's like, well, is her job at risk for not wanting to take the vaccine and going there?
It just stalls everything else. It could possibly
her job is not on the line, and I don't think she would. But if Disney goes, your job is on the line, I have a feeling she might get the vaccine, whether principles or not.
I would have thought that already that if that was a challenge, that was already approached. It's not going to be an obstacle. Look, if she signs a contract to be Shuri back in 2018 for her first film, none of that says anything about vaccinations.
I agree.
Right. If they do try to fire her, I'm saying, she could sue them because it's like she's still under contract.
And she'd win, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Like we shot some scenes in London. That's the whole reason I'm there, because I was in Atlanta. I was in MIT to shoot with Riri Williams. I was around your country. You guys can just use a studio, Pinewood Studios in London. Book something.
Right. Go to her.
Could you imagine?
Mm-hmm.
The power dynamic of that. You want me in the film? Come to me, bitches.
Right.
Yeah. That's probably why they're saying it'll be delayed 6 months, because they actually said a certain amount of time, meaning maybe it was being used for James Bond or something, and now okay, it's free. We're gonna go shoot more in London.
I feel like Black Panther 2 was destined to be delayed because it's like a week after The Flash comes out, so that was gonna move regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because MCU is so scared of DC right now.
MCU is not untouchable, clearly, from the Eternals film.
They weren't untouchable before the Eternals.
I don't know. Yeah, that was the stream today, guys. We did it in under 2 hours. Success. That's what I aim for all the time. And someone wrote something in the live chat. Was right about to close this out, but LB says, if she really unvaccinated and refuses for whatever dumb reason, I don't believe the reasons would be dumb. She believes, and they've shot enough of the movie, just use stand-ins or use whatever they have and deal with part 3 later. LB, if you have to sign a waiver that says I can't sue anyone and no one is held liable for this shot that I'm going to put inside my arm, it's not a dumb reason.
That's
Was that a reason?
You both talked at the same time. What?
Is that her reason?
I've never heard her say anything about
okay.
it. I think she's better off just not to comment on it, though.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Neighborton North says, great show. Thanks for the new content. Appreciate you. I'll be back here next week, probably talking Star Wars with Pickle. Perp, did you want to say something?
No. You want me to just plug what I got? Go?
Yes. Plug what you got.
Yeah. What did I just upload recently? My Xbox Series X Halo Infinite limited edition came in, so I got the unboxing for that. Y'all can check that out. I definitely I checked out King Richard. Y'all can check that out. I watched Ghostbusters last night. Check that out. I'm debating if I want to watch Cowboy Bebop. I'm just lazy right now. Oh yeah, but I will recommend, if y'all got Netflix, y'all like this South Korean content, definitely check out Hellbound. That's a banger. It's a banger.
Okie
But
dokie.
that's all.
Xbox is trash. Jaded? What you
Well,
got coming
actually,
up?
I'm not doing many videos because I upgraded my computer and I got like 5 years of gaming to catch up on. So,
Oakley dokily. I'm Chillmonger, and I don't know what I got coming up either. Sorry, but isn't it like Disney Plus Day right now, or a Disney D3 Day or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Disney Plus Day, who cares?
Might have a video on that. Thank you for joining. Peace out, everybody. Thanks again.